Hey guys, we have another hero in the case of Jennifer Rosenbaum, the judge. Get this. When the verdicts were read, and there were many, by the way, guilty, guilty, I think there were like 42 of them or something. Guilty, one right after another. When the verdicts were read, evidently, the defendant's family members were rather verbal in their disagreement with the verdicts. Well, the judge actually commented from the bench on the record how frustrated he was to see their reaction to the verdicts. If you watch the trial, then remember when Jennifer Rosenbaum's mother-in-law testified? It was like no matter what evidence was given to her about what happened to poor little Layla, and poor little Millie too, she was just refusing to believe any of it. Excuses, excuses, excuses. No way. No way. Yes way. The evidence was clear. But even with being informed, about things like broken arms and broken legs, even with that information, she refused to believe it was true. Does anyone see the problem in this case? Does anybody see the real problem in this case? It doesn't begin with Jennifer Rosenbaum. It begins with people in their lives who choose to ignore the obvious, even when it means that two little girls were being abused. I saw an interview of one of the neighbors who said that they didn't even know there were kids living there because they never saw the kids outside. They didn't know. Or if they did know that the girls lived there, they wondered why the kids were never allowed to play outside. Let this case be a wake-up call. It doesn't matter what neighborhood you live in. It doesn't matter how successful the parents might appear. Child abuse knows no socioeconomic boundary. This trial presented an expert. He's a pediatrician who specializes in child abuse cases. He's one of only like 300 across the country in that specialty, which that fact alone should concern us all, that there are only 300 of those experts. But hallelujah, he sat right on the stand and said, he put it right out there for everyone to hopefully finally catch a clue that it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter whether or not you have a career or have a pretend career. It doesn't matter how successful you appear on the outside. Child abuse is happening. And sometimes it's happening in the homes where we've been trained, actually, we've been conditioned to not expect it to be happening in. Because, they're a successful couple, right? No, they're a couple of monsters is what they are. And shame on anybody in that courtroom who was complaining or upset or verbalizing any disagreement with the verdicts. Those little girls suffered, and one of them was murdered because of these two monsters. Those little girls suffered, and one of them was murdered because there are people who choose to look the other way.